what is a university ultimately? It's about a place where students are exposed to competing ideas, to competing kinds of ideologies. They're able to debate, discuss within a certain space and without things getting out of hand. And I think a literature festival where you're already getting different kinds of speakers from various backgrounds, from various places, who write in different languages and so on, automatically exposes students to that kind of culture. So a university is the perfect platform for a literature festival. In fact, it's how it should be, because the whole point of a university is to produce that umbrella that allows for these kinds of conversations to take place. And I'm very happy that this is happening under the liberal arts school that is being set up, because this is precisely what liberal arts is about. It's about exposing yourself also, if you're interested, say, in one set of things, but it's also about exposing yourself to another set of topics, another way of looking at the world. And I suppose a literature festival is a sort of one-stop location where a lot of that can happen in a space of a few days, while the rest of the year you can do that in a more sustained way. So it's a kind of concentrated expertise, concentrated ideology, concentrated discussions of various kinds, and it's an advantage that you also have music and fun things happening along with it. So yeah, hopefully I think students will benefit, and I think it's a great initiative for the university and for what it means to be a university. Liberal arts open your mind, again, to looking at the world in all its colors as opposed to just one or two shades. Often, I suppose with sciences and so on, we are taught to look at specifics. We're taught to look at the black and white. It's very clear. There are crystal clear answers to mathematical formulae, but that's not how society works. And I think a liberal arts education would benefit anybody who goes through it, simply because it gives you the insight to realize that actually there's a lot more happening. It's not just the easy, what it looks perhaps at the surface. In reality, you dig under the surface and you discover it's much more layered, much more complicated. There are different shades, there are different layers, there's a lot of complexity happening. And liberal arts is one way of equipping yourself to understand the world better, because you're able to look at those shades better and identify those shades where others perhaps would not have the skills to be able to do that. So if you want those skills and to look at the world in all its richness, liberal arts is probably for you. It's been a pleasure to be at Alliance University. Firstly, for the very fact that you have a beautiful campus. I was actually quite struck when I entered. I knew it was a big campus, but I had no idea it was so beautiful and so charming. If I had an opportunity, I'd come and live here. It's as attractive as that. Secondly, of course, it's wonderful to know that firstly a literature festival is happening here. The students were very tuned in at my talk, which is my own direct exposure to the festival. I had a great crowd, a great audience. People seemed to respond to what was being discussed. There were questions at the end of it. So clearly, I think, in a beautiful setting, you get minds to come together, talk about things, and not always things that you approve of or are pleasant. Talk about the less pleasant things also, but in a civilized, in a proper and non-confrontational way. And I think everybody benefits at the end of it. Hopefully, the students who came for the festival and attend these sessions, they will go back, I don't want to use the word enlightened, but slightly more open-minded perhaps than they were before. So I think, I have a feeling that that's going to happen. At least from my experience here, the sense I get is that this is doing what it's meant to do. Well, prepare to question yourself, prepare to let all your beliefs on various political and cultural and other beliefs that you might have, for them to be broken down. The whole point of being in liberal arts is, in a way, to break down the notions you come into the university with, and let the university and the wonderful teachers here get you to look at things from a new perspective and learn something about yourself, even from a completely new angle. So I think just come in with your eyes and your minds open, and I think you'll benefit greatly from what the university has to offer and what the liberal arts course has to offer.